Welcome to The Explainer. We're about to tackle a decision that can literally make or break a broadcast operation, choosing your automation infrastructure. Get this right, and you're golden. Get it wrong, and well, you could be in for years of headaches.
Now, before we dive in, just a quick note. This is part 8 of our deep dive, all based on a really thorough guide from Virtualization Options LLC. And it's super important to remember, every single organization is unique. So while we're covering the big, common questions, your own situation will have its own special twists. Okay, so let's get right to it. We're talking about one of the most fundamental choices you'll make. Where does your automation system actually live? Are you going to build your own fortress, rent a super flexible space in the cloud, or maybe try to get the best of both worlds? This is a choice that's going to ripple through everything you do for a long, long time. So here's how we're going to break it all down today. We'll start with why this choice is so critical. Then we'll walk through the 3 main ways to go. And finally, we'll talk about how you can figure out the right path for your future.
All right, let's get into the heart of it. This big decision between on-premises, cloud, and a hybrid approach, this isn't just a techie question for the IT department. Nope, this is a core strategic decision. It really defines the whole philosophy of how you operate. I mean, think about it. This one choice hits your wallet, it determines how quickly you can grow or pivot, it defines your entire disaster recovery plan, it even touches on things like IT policy and legal compliance. It's a really big deal.
So first up, let's talk about the classic, the traditional model, on-premises. The best way to think about this is like you're building your own fortress. You own the land, you build the walls, you control the front gate, everything is yours. And the key word here is definitely control. Total, absolute, 100% control. You own it, you manage it, and when it breaks, well, you're the one who has to fix it. This is why it's still the #1 choice for places that need ironclad security, or maybe they're in a location where the internet connection is just, let's say, not so trustworthy. But, and this is a big but, that control comes with a pretty hefty price tag. We're talking about a massive upfront investment. That's your capital expenditure, or CapEx. You're buying everything. The servers, the storage, the networking gear, the backup power, even paying for the air conditioning to keep that whole mountain of hardware from melting down. And it doesn't stop there. After you've written that giant check, you've got the ongoing costs. You need a team of people to run it all, you've got those yearly maintenance contracts, you're paying the power bill, and you have to plan for replacing it all in a few years. It's a major, long-term commitment for sure. Now, let's do a complete 180 and look at the cloud. This is a whole different way of thinking. It's way less like building a fortress and a lot more like plugging into an electrical outlet. You just pay for the power you use. So instead of buying all that hardware, you're basically renting it. And just like that, a huge capital expense, CapEx, vanishes and turns into a predictable monthly operational expense, OpEx. This gives you just incredible flexibility. Need to launch a pop-up channel for a big event? You can spin that up in minutes. Event's over, turn it off and stop paying. It's a game changer. And this chart here just lays out the trade-offs perfectly. On-prem gives you that total control, but it costs a ton upfront and it's slow to change. The cloud is super elastic and pay-as-you-go, but you are giving up some control and you've got to watch out for things like latency and bandwidth costs.
So the cloud sounds pretty amazing, right? But hold on a second. Before you decide to just move everything over, what are the potential traps? Because it is not a perfect solution for every single thing you need to do in broadcasting.
Yeah, the biggest challenges really come down to the network. First, you've got latency. The speed of light is fast, but it isn't instant, and for live, frame-accurate work, any delay is a deal breaker. Second, you are completely at the mercy of your internet connection. If it goes down, you go down. And finally, there's the cost that always sneaks up on people, getting your files out of the cloud. They call it egress. And for big video files, those costs can get shockingly high really fast. So all of this brings us to a third way, an approach that really tries to get the best of both worlds, the hybrid model. It's not about choosing one or the other, it's about strategically using both. See, the hybrid approach isn't a compromise, it's a strategy. The idea is actually really simple and elegant. Keep the stuff that absolutely has to be fast and local right there on-prem. Then push all the heavy lifting jobs that can benefit from the cloud's massive scale and flexibility up to the cloud. And what's so cool is how it separates the different jobs. Your critical, real-time playout, that stays local, on-prem for that guaranteed low latency performance. But all the heavy processing like transcoding, your long-term archives, your disaster recovery system, all that can live in the cloud. And the best part? You can manage the whole shebang from a single interface.
So you've got the three models on the table: the fortress, the utility, and the bridge. How in the world do you make the right choice for your organization? Well, the answer comes from asking some really honest questions. It's a balancing act, right? Between control, how much you need to scale, the quality of your internet, and, of course, your budget. There is no single right answer for everybody, just the answer that's right for you. Because ultimately, this decision is the foundation for your entire operation for years and years to come. It's going to dictate what you're capable of, how agile you can be, and what it all costs. So the final, crucial question you have to ask yourself is, what are you going to build your future on?